What's going on, crypto crew? Sean's pulling back at you, another cryptocurrency video. We have a jam-packed video. We have a billionaire giving you the game plan with Bitcoin. We're going to show this at the end of the video, so make sure you watch this all the way to the end. Let's get straight to it. An update, join Michael Saylor tomorrow. He's going to be offering the MicroStrategy answer to the ultimate questions of life, the universe, and everything. So the MicroStrategy is announcing their earnings, and this is going to be tomorrow. So you want to tune in to see what he's going to be talking about, what his plans are with the company, and this is a pre-earnings announcement. So will something big come out of this? Taking a look at the MicroStrategy at the current time it's recording. At the close, we were at 258, and as I've showed you before, we've been trading in this channel. We broke out this channel, came back and retested it, and now the bump and run has begun. Now, where's the technical target going to be from this flag pull? This is some type of pull, and we pull this up to the lowest point. Could we come up to this range up around $500 before we cool off, or will this be some type of macro move where we come up even higher, $1,000, depending on how high Bitcoin goes? No one even knows. This flywheel will not stop. MicroStrategy is at 2.861 NAV premium. So there's people calling for an example of, say, $300,000 Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin at the current time it's recording is a little over 72,000. So 300 divided by 72, you're looking at, let's just say, a 4x, right? A 4x in Bitcoin. So say the NAV premium from now until then stays, let's be conservative, around where it's at. Let's say 3. So at the current time it's recording, we had to close at 258. Then you got 4 times 3. You'd be looking at over a $3,000 MicroStrategy share per share. Is this possible? Is this feasible? Can you even fathom this happening? That would be massive, massive euphoria in the market. We can actually look at overnight. MicroStrategy is right now at 259. So 258, we're right about where we closed at. So we'll see where the open is, how the earnings go, and everything else. Before we continue, check out us on BitcoinBros101.com. We have these crypto millionaire books for you. You can get started with the Ultimate Beginner's Guide and also the Technical Analysis 101. Looking at Bitcoin, the current time is recording, we are above 72,000. Now, can we see a $300,000 Bitcoin? Why do we think this? Let's check it out. So this could be an inverse head and shoulder pattern that's playing out on the macro. This is the monthly chart. So are we going to break this neckline? We came up and kissed it this month around that a little over $73,000 threshold. Will we break out of this? Maybe have a run up and a cool off, come back down and retest this before we have a continuation before we hit our target. Now, where will this target take us? So we pull from the neckline to the lowest point of the candles. So let's pull from here. And if we come out and break out up around here, where is this target taking us? Well, let's check it out. This will take us up to look at, you called it, almost perfectly $300,000, $308,000 Bitcoin. Could this be what's in the cards? We'll look at the Elliott wave pattern, and in this leg, it looks like we are about to start that 5th leg run up. Let's get the right tool set. Our Elliott wave impulse looks like we could have wave 1, wave 2, this is wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 5. How high will this go? Time will tell. So look, if we have this sometime in 2025, then we could actually have a pullback, and it could be some type of A, B, C corrective wave pattern, and then this could be the bear market right here. It could be a smaller condensed bear market, and then we could be getting ready to stair step our way up towards that actual technical target, and this could play out over the next couple years. So there's no guarantee we're going to see a historic bull market or bear market like we did this major pullback right here. It could just be something simple like this, small pullback, then the continuation up to this technical target, and that's what we could be seeing. MicroStrategy Bitcoin, what do we see? We see that this is a Adam and Eve pattern, which is a bullish pattern, and you have that V, and then you have this rounding bottom coming back up. You might run into some confluence right here at that 0.004 range. We're almost there. If we come up another about 12% against Bitcoin, and then if we come up to this actual target where we see this bull pennant playing out, you see right here we have this flag. We came and trade sideways, and we're breaking out of this to the upside. So if we pull this bull pennant up to see where the technical target would take us up to, that would take us up to almost that green box right at the 0.0065 range. As far as a gain as where we are right now, that is about an 80% gain against Bitcoin, which is definitely a huge appreciation in against BTC. And then some bullish news. IBIT Bitcoin inflows daily and total to date. They're almost up to 400,000. They bought another 8,800 today. So if you don't understand the law of scarcity and what's going on, you might miss the boat. And more bullish news, Florida Chief Financial Officer advocates for a strategic Bitcoin reserve, says Bitcoin is digital gold. So we're seeing states starting to potentially have their own stockpile. Well, right here, check out Howard Lutnick, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer at Cantor, and we're checking out Anthony Pompliano and the latest from him, and you don't want to miss this bullish clip. Check it out.
I have one last question for you before I let you go. How rich are you, and how much of your net worth is in Bitcoin? Because if I don't ask you, everyone will be really mad at me.
If you took my stake in my public companies, which is public, and you did the public math, you'd see a couple of $1 billion.
Okay.
Okay. And then at least a couple of $1 billion. And then you'd have, what's Cantor worth? Yeah, I'm not saying. Okay. But things are good for me. How about that? Is that a nice way to say it? Since Cantor owns the stakes in the other companies, it's good for me. So, and I have
the percentage. You don't have to say exact number, but like, how do you think about either you or Cantor?
I don't have a big enough percentage. I probably have, I can't say because then people can figure out that no, how much I have. I would say I have hundreds of millions of dollars.
Okay.
Okay. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars exposure to Bitcoin. And it will be billions.
I was going to say, so next year when you come back, and we'll do this again, and you'll be a Bitcoin billionaire. And
yeah, but you remember that model I told you? So if every time Bitcoin dips, I'm going to be the buyer.
Right? Trust me, I know why you're doing the lending. Listen, you don't have to explain that one around here.
So I got the 50% Bitcoin, I got the Bitcoin lending, but basically what you're going to see is Cantor Fitzgerald is going to be the sponsor of Bitcoin into traditional finance. Mm-hmm. And so we will be the leader of it. And I'll pull out this podcast in years to come and say, see, I told you, because no one's going to remember.
Of course.
Right? But all the banks, after we do it and show people how to do it right, they'll all copy. Mm-hmm. And so the asset of Bitcoin will just, as it becomes more accepted, it will become more valuable. And the whole Bitcoin nation should just call it a commodity, never a currency. Mm-hmm. Just call it a commodity. Because if it's a currency, you're attacking the politicians of the country, mm-hmm. right? You're trying to replace my currency with yours. Mm-hmm. But if you say, hey, I'm just oil, I'm just gold, mm-hmm. I'm just a commodity, leave me be, right? Then they'll leave you be. And that is true. And it will be why Bitcoin, which is rare and is special, will become ever more rare, as we both know, mm-hmm. ever more valuable over time. It'll be financed just like gold is, right? Gold is, it's not like super financeable, but it's financeable. Oil, mm-hmm. it's not super financeable, mm-hmm. but it's financeable, right? Bitcoin will be financeable. Bitcoin will be way, way, way higher, sometimes lower. You just have to have faith.